In its driest, most literal sense. I mean, obviously, the DP is is the head of the camera department and liaises with the head of the lighting department in order to control the photography of the film, the lighting, the framing, and the camera work, and ultimately using that control of photography to tell and enhance the story.
The director of photography, sometimes people feel all he does is the photography, but in fact there's a lot more you do. You get involved in the production, the choosing of locations, the best place to shoot things, the best time to shoot things, how to be efficient, how to be economic with equipment and with time.
DP's responsibility is to be true to the script, but also service the production in the right way. You don't order lights you don't need. You don't order lenses you don't need for that project.
There's so much more to the role than just lighting and camera composition or movement. As a head of department, you have to look after all your lighting and grip and camera people, which is a basic sort of leadership role. But the whole speed and momentum of the production is dependent on your speed.
Yes, you have to be able to do the job creatively and technically, but there's a lot more to it. People, I think when producers, for example, look at you, it's also about, can they do the job in the time that we have? Are they fairly easy to get on with? Are they going to cause us trouble?
So you want to work well, work fast, hand the director the space, and having solved all the problems, then let the director get the great performances out of the actors, and also have a relaxed environment for the actors, so the actors feel comfortable, they feel they're being looked after, they're being lit well, they're happy.
You've got to stop being a consumer in many ways, even in the way you work, and facilitate a project in the best way you can.
Your role is about responding. It's a director, certainly a writer-director, it's about initiating something and really trying to get something off the starting blocks.
It all depends on the director as well. You can have very visual directors, and you have directors who are very literal and are very much about the word or very much about acting, and are not so visual.
And you can also advise the director how to put the scene together, if the actors are moving in the set the right way or whether they could move in the set in a different way. So really you're constructing the image.
You try to create a look that helps tell the story in some way, shape or form. And that it's that part of that relationship with the director is the relationship you build up over the discussion of the look that is absolutely crucial.
Our role is to interpret the director's vision visually, and that's why if you have the same taste as the director, that all works together. And I often work with directors who are less visual and rely on me to help them on that front, which I love doing.
And also to take the weight off them on the set, because they've got so much to do with the actors and fielding all the questions from all the other departments. Well, you want to make the process simple for them. So you take on your shoulders all the technical issues and problems of lighting and operating and moving the camera and all the technical knowledge you need to go through the whole post-production process. So they don't have to think about that. You problem solve for them.
And sometimes the look of the film isn't intuitively what you might think initially. It takes a fair amount of exploration. And as you go through the script and work with the director and look at the locations, you hope that the overall look is slowly revealed, and it's something that ultimately works for the film itself.
That's what I've always loved about what my job is, that it's never the same, because every story is different, and you have to find language to tell the story with a language that will create not only the representation of that world, but also the psychology of those characters.